though. But we're questioning. Who are you talking about? Huh. I mean, is there value in a silver edge here? Not so much, right? I guess the axe is the only one who really want to, whose passage you really want to disable.
Radiant's top tower
are they thinking of fighting this? I mean, the Ice Blast has connected on the Lina, but they're not going to jump into the call on her. Meanwhile, on the top side of the map, Chikiro sleeping in while Rams is being chased down there perfectly. They have the control. No, he blinks out the crush, just barely missing from Zaki.
Chikiro should.
She's still getting survivability and control items though. She's not quite stacking up the damage. BKB, Orchid Hex. Do you go back for the Aghanim Scepter on Queen this game or? Full Yule's finished up on Zaki as well. How's the net worth looking? Very minor lead for EVOS. 30 minutes in, neither side really looking like they're threatening high ground just yet. The Aegis, well, it's not available to anyone at the moment. Roshan, still a while before he's back online. A minimum of 2.5 minutes. We've hit that phase in the game where, you know, it's the calm before the storm, and neither side wants to get chased off. But I mean, the same could be said for EVOS, right? Yes, exactly. Slark is devastating in the late game. But he's going for a defusal next. Do you agree with this?
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Check it out, they're going to use the Slark as bait here, but FTG are not taking it. It's just backing up. They're hoping that some squishy hero comes in, but yeah. Speaking of squishies, they will find Hoyt somewhere else. The life of a 5 position support. But at least he's got a minus. There's a rage stun on the wall.
I'll take that as a soldier's fortune.
Yeah, I do like the basher here. Smack the juggernaut while he's spinning.
I'll take that.
Double damage.
Got Blink Dagger online now for the next fight as well.
Actually, right now he can't like blink. Lot of stuff.
Yeah, I think the Yules is the biggest controlling factor up against him. The double Yules on FTG rather. But EVOS, they're moving. I like this FTG ward though. I mean, there is no reason for it to be out here in the middle of nowhere. It provides that value. Exactly.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
You can't check anyone who planted that.
I don't think so. It doesn't show the ward zone anymore.
Fallen.
But yeah, again, because of that ward, they knew that the entirety of EVOS was bottom, so they could take that tower at top without any contest and fear of being jumped upon. The EVOS, they smoked, and again, I think that ward might have seen it. No, that ward was just out of range. Mid though, they've jumped in, they've got the Hex on Jakiro. Should get this kill. Spike Carapace will hold him there, while EVOS like to still continues onwards with that Vendetta. Cut their losses though, FTG. They're okay with giving up one Jakiro per smoke rotation.
Illusion. Worthy trick.
Yeah, I'm starting to feel like her damage output is waning this game. Look at this. I think he pretended to not see him, but in logic, he had to have seen his inventory.
Money to burn.
It's the worst feeling in the world when you're playing this mid-late game and you're not sure of where FTG is going to come hunting you from.
Just the axe.
She had the offbeat for a while actually. Yeah, this I can agree with. Still looking for Rosh. She is back online though. That's where the next fight should happen. Alacrity gonna take a nice plus along with that stun coming out from the... Slot joins the fray, does whatever damage he can, but the Jules is there to hold him up there. He's gonna stay alive for a little longer, but he's gonna tick down to the Sonic Wave from behind. While Perfect gets a double kill, bringing down the Nyx as well as the Axe. He's still doing a fair bit of damage, slicing through heroes. Now Blade Fury forward, the Crush is there, along with the Bash. They'll get the kill on the AA, while Slock drops next. FTG, in the blink of an eye, wiped the floor with EVOS and can now claim Roshan without fear of being brought down. There was a lot of commitment for the Lina though that allowed them to get behind. I mean, Perfect just jumped straight past the Yule's Lina and went forward to bring down the Axe and the Nyx Assassin by himself. I mean, I'd still count this as a disaster. We've got the full diffusal blade finished up on the jog. We've also got that silver edge. I don't know if he had it for the last battle, but they're FTG are clearly getting a major power spike into the next fight. This should be it should be a comfortable siege for FTG, to be honest, with the Aegis and these liquid fire spams onto the high ground.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Ward.
Alacrity, hunting, looking for a pick off, but won't find anyone. It's the boy now that's in trouble. He doesn't have a TP. Ninja.
The trees.
Oh, now he's got it. He's out. This should have been punished. But yeah, how would they know? Axe, his BKB is still a while to go actually. He needs the recipe now. This map is no longer safe for EVOS when the Aegis is in tow on FTG. Here comes Slark from behind, going to work on Perfect. But it's the Juggernaut that turns around and starts slapping into baits. They blow him up with the Laguna Blade. What was the Slark thinking there? He's also going to get the axe kill alongside him. No buyback on the axe, by the way. This is 60 seconds that FTG has with a healing ward on the floor to take high ground.
Dire's bottom
He
tower
had
has
no
fallen.
predictors.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Miscommunication. Axe doesn't though. This is still a really tough defense coming out from EVOS. Here we go, the jump in, the flash whips. There's the LSA. Bye-bye Ancient Apparition. Down for the count for 47 seconds. Perfect. Doesn't even end up losing the Aegis. They'll just Silver Edge and run away to take down the shrines now that the tier 3 is taken away. Yeah, and they're gonna come back with more items as well. Cardi eventually gonna be finished on Perfect. How's the Lina looking in terms of farm? She's almost got a Scythe of Vice finished up. More than outplays, I want to say this is mistakes from EVOS. That move on the Juggernaut was questionable to say the least.
Soldier's fortune. Double duty.
I mean, maybe they tried it because they had the vision advantage. Bryant jumps forward, whips on the boulder smash. Illogic now pops his BKB in time to try and do some damage. Ice Blast is coming in. Bryant's gonna get forced out of it. No one gets tagged with that Ice Blast while the Yules will keep Yang alive as well. The BKB is down now. Illogic's running away with the Silver Edge. He's not behind as the fight breaking out as EVOS. They've actually lost their axe once more. And the Ancient Apparition will fall soon after. The Hex is there as well. They're controlling up the Queen of Pain. She's not getting an opportunity to pop that BKB, but finally does. However, Nyx is the one to get crushed in their face. Perfect. Remember, still has that Aegis. And this time they're going to put to use by taking the buildings, by taking the barracks.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
I can't hear you. Your voice is
Dire's
really soft.
bottom barracks are under
Saying that
attack.
he got the axe with this. They can't fight without axe.
Yeah. Many barracks taken. Value Aegis indeed. They still have the cheese on the Lina, by the way, which will now be thrown over to the Juggernaut.
Needed X now.
Yeah, she had it in the last fight as well. They tried to bring down the pop with it, but Rams popped his BKB and tailed in the nick of time. Looking at Nyx coming in, hunting. It's actually an Ancient Apparition that's casually devouring here. Here's the entirety of FTG. They start with the Blade Fury. They do have the Diffusive Blade, so they're going to get this freebie on the Ancient Apparition. And they can take down the Shrine. No, they're actually gone for the Slark. He's controlled up, stunned up as well. They don't have enough control though. Oh, sure they do, with the Hex from the high ground from Alacrity to die back on the Slark. I mean, without sugarcoating it, you might as well call it now.
Invisibility.
And they still have the cheese on the Juggernaut. That's something new flying out to him. Look at that later. Hex comes out. They got the crush as well. The LSA, everything on the Nyx. He's down for a good 50 seconds himself. EVOS, I think they smell defeat as well as we do here. With Abel about to drop next. Rams is just giving up, man. He's just stopped moving. This is the moment when you get up in the cyber cafe and smack your feeder on the head and then come back and say GG. EVOS, they've tapped out. FTG will move on to the quarterfinals and are one step closer to making it to the regionals of the International 2007 South Asia region. Alright, we're gonna